So in lockdown, I bought a book called Ikigai. It's a book about, I suppose, living well, healthy, and trying to make the best out of life. The book could be, I suppose, part factual, part fiction, but there's some great things to take out of it. And one of the things I took out of it was being able to focus on doing more positive things in life, things that make you happy, and doing less of the things that make you unhappy and that make you feel negative. So the best way of doing this is to write a list. 10 things that make you feel happy and positive, and 10 things that you do and experience that make you feel negative and unhappy. And so you have to increase the things that you do enjoy, that make you happy, the experiences that make, that make you feel as though they make you relax and that you enjoy them and they fulfill your life. And the negative items, they make you feel tired and down and exhausted and overwhelmed. So let's go through my list of the top 10 items. Reading. I love reading just before bedtime. Half an hour's read, at least a chapter of a book, is better than scrolling on social media. Writing. I love writing. I'm better at writing than making videos. Learning a language. I'm learning Japanese. There's a bit more to it than that because, we used to have a Japanese student living with us years ago, and so I've got an affection for Japan and Japanese culture. Going for a walk. Going for a walk is brilliant when you're feeling overwhelmed. You can rest and recover and have a clear mind for when you come back. Individual time in your own space. I love my own time. Always finding time to be in a quiet room, away from the noise and hustle and bustle, and giving yourself time to recover from the day. Swimming, the steam room and the hot tub, of course, that's probably another example of having my own time, but I do enjoy swimming and I do enjoy the steam room. It's a place where you can reflect and just be in your own mind. Being underwater is just so quiet. Going for a coffee, tea. Love going to Costa or Cafe Nero, take a book, my noise cancelling headphones. As long as it's not too noisy, it's nice. Sit and have a latte, cappuccino or green tea, and that's great. Building Lego. I love Lego. I love Harry Potter, so I've been buying Harry Potter models and building those. And they're actually really good. They hold on to their value and you can resell them again and buy them pre-made and sell them for the same price. Yoga. I love yoga, as well as the last thing of the day, reading a book or reading a chapter of a book, is to do some yoga. Spend about half an hour doing yoga. That's also a really good activity to help you stretch, relax, unwind, and you can almost fall asleep at the end of it, ready for bed. Collecting things. I collect Pokemon cards. I suppose you could say it's a hobby that takes your mind off things. I also like researching into what cards to get next, how to build my collection, and I collect items that are Japanese and anything that obviously we have a special interest in. I love collecting. Let's look at the negative comments. Screens. I can't stand screens. Unfortunately, my job is spent 80% of the time looking at screens. So when I get home, I'm a bit tired of looking at screens, and I don't watch any television. I'll only watch a movie or a series that's very good. I'm not very good with stress, unrealistic expectations. I just shut down when I'm too stressed and need to do things in little bites in order to make it manageable. I can't stand last minute change. I've got it set out in my mind what's going to happen, what day. If someone says, oh, we're not doing that now, it takes me a while to sort of come around to the idea that we're doing something different, and I'm a bit stressed about it to start with, that it's just not happening how I expect it to. Noise, I can't stand noise. Loud noises that are triggering, busy environments, it's just so overwhelming. My partner always thinks I'm weird when I'm getting a bit overwhelmed with too much noise. Coming home from work, the dog's barking, the kids are making noises, partner's trying to talk to me. Oh, it's really hard, really hard. Busy places and groups, I briefly mentioned that. Yep, can't stand that. Group conversations, I just can't keep up. It's more than one person, two people. I have no idea what they're talking about. And even when I do realise what they're talking about, my reply is probably the next day, and while they've moved on to a completely different subject. Questions and recovering recall. Can't stand people asking questions all the time. I just can't get those answers that quickly. I need to say, let me think about it and I'll come back to you. I can get some really good answers, and given time to do research, I can come back with really good answers. But if someone asks me something, I can't give an instant answer. I need to think about it. Alerts, beeps, notifications. I've switched all notifications off on my phone. Can't stand them. Puts me on edge. Every time I hear a phone beep or the phone ring or an email coming through, I feel like I'm jumping out my chair. It puts me on edge. Makes me anxious. Crazy traffic. Oh, I don't think anyone can stand crazy traffic. Everyone's going 100 miles an hour trying to cut everyone up. I always give myself an extra half an hour to get everywhere so I can just enjoy listening to a podcast and make the best out of the journey and enjoying the scenery and looking at the sunrise or sunset or so on. I'm not very good at planning ahead, making arrangements. That's really tough. I guess my mind is in the moment. It's really hard to think, oh, what am I doing in January? Let's plan a holiday for January. Oh, I've got to get through Christmas first. I still haven't finished planning for Christmas. I still need to think about Christmas. I need to put time aside to think about Christmas. I need to put time aside to think about when I'm going to wrap presents. It is really hard work. So asking me to plan a holiday is probably going to take me a year to plan it. So the idea here, guys, is invest your time in doing all the things that you love and enjoy. It makes you happier, allows you to recover more, and review and assess all of the negative items, all the things that you feel that are difficult in life, things that you struggle with. And what I do is I rewrite the lists now and then try and see how I can review the negative items on my list, the difficulties that I experience, and from that try to make coping easier. And then also with the positive items, I'm then able to give myself more time to read more books, because when feeling overwhelmed, when faced with too many negatives, difficulties, you just haven't got the right mind to do the things that you enjoy. Now, for example, work is so busy at the moment, so stressful. I haven't picked up a book for over a month, and I've got that next book that I'm really looking forward to reading. And I just need the right mindset to start it. And I know that when I do, when that time comes, I'm not going to want to put that book down, and I'm going to love it. So I hope this helps. I'll keep you updated on what my list is. So please, thumbs up if you like the video and subscribe.